Please join if you have 20-30 minutes. That's how long it lasts. We are working in a gentle way with our joints, improving the range of motion in our joints, hydrating the connective tissue so that the muscle fibers can slide freely within the beds of fascia, the connective tissue, and improving the movement. When you enhance the movement, the way you move, it feels good, and you want to do it again and again. Thereby, you start enjoying exercise more, and of course, that's the foundation for the long-term success in terms of your movement, in terms of your healthy movement, and general health, right? So we're going to start right now with in a quadruped position. We're going to place our hands right under our shoulders. Okay. Now, please check your fingers. They should be spread apart, wide, so that they provide us with a good support. We are now we're going to work from our rib cage. Gonna drop our rib cage in between your shoulders, and then press the hands into the mat and lift your rib cage up. We are not engaging your pelvis. We're not engaging any part of your body other than your T-spine, thoracic spine. So just gently glide down like an elevator, and then pressing those hands into the floor and lift it up. Down and inhale, exhale, and push those shoulder blades out. And breathing in, make sure your head is in line with your shoulders. You're not dropping down, we're not looking up. It's aligned with your shoulders, with your upper back. And up. Controlled movement. Notice if you're moving your pelvis, try to keep it stable. We are isolating. So we're now engaging only the rib cage. Press those hands into the floor and push it even more out. Inhale and exhale, rounding your upper back. And breathing in and out. And last one. Awesome. Now we will keep our rib cage stable, and we're going to move our pelvis. We're going to rotate it forward and back. When you're rotating it back, see how your tailbone tucks under. When you're rotating it forward, your tailbone floats up toward the ceiling. Our rib cage, we're pressing firmly with our hands into the mat, keeping our spine neutral, and tuck it under and float that tailbone up toward the ceiling. Try to think of your sit bones. Like when we sit on a chair or anything, we feel those two bones right here. Okay? So when you're floating with your tailbone up, imagine those sit bones spreading apart from each other. And keep going. Gently. Keeping the alignment of your head with your upper back. Inhale, tilt it forward. Exhale, tilt it back. Very gentle movement. You shouldn't be feeling any discomfort whatsoever. Maybe a slight one if there's not enough mobility in your pelvic joints, but absolutely no pain. If you feel it's going wrong, just decrease the range of motion and make it narrow. Okay, and go slower if you have to. Exhale. Inhale. Your rib cage is stable. It's not dropping down. It's lifted up in between your shoulders, supported by your shoulders. And tuck it under. Don't squeeze your glutes when you're tucking it under. We're just creating motion with your pelvis. And last one. And bring it back to the neutral position. So there's just a gentle curve in your lower back. Next one, we're going to press the right hand and the left arm. The right hand and left knee, left maybe entire shin and the top of your foot into the mat. And feel how it lifts your opposite knee and kind of takes off the load of your left hand. Okay, so pressing it and lower. Pressing right hand, left shin into the floor and lower. Okay, and noticing how it kind of slightly lifts your right shin and the opposite hand off the floor. Not quite off, but it really, diminishes the pushing of them. And breathe, keep breathing freely. Now we're going to switch. Now your left hand and your right shin pressing into the floor, and kind of this motion slightly takes the shin, the opposite shin and the opposite hand off the floor. You might even want to try to lift it gently. You'll feel how your core muscle engage. And two more. Fingers are splayed. Neck is in line with your upper back. Neutral curve in your spine. Awesome. Now we're going to do the same thing with your right hand and the opposite shin. This time we're going to bring the top of your left hand towards your forehead, pressing in and rotating your rib cage to the side as far as it feels comfortable. And rotate it back to the starting position. Inhale, your eyes are following the movement of your torso. And exhale, pressing that hand and that shin and then rotating with your rib cage. We're not moving our hips, they're stable. Your elbow is soft, you don't want to keep it locked. And one more. Pressing and rotating. Place your hand down onto the mat and we're going to switch sides. Now we're pressing with the left hand and the right shin. That's the first thing you do. Then the top of your right hand goes into your forehead. So we're pressing and then rotating to the side and slowly down. Press and rotate your right shoulders away from your ears, from your ear. Inhale and slowly exhale. Elbow soft, fingers spread apart wide. Press hand and shin and rotate. Controlled manner. Two more. You don't want to lean, when you're rotating, you don't want to lean your torso to the supporting side. Keep your pelvis stable. And release. Great job. Now we'll shake our hands, give them a little rest. I'm going to flip them like this and press them on the floor, maybe closer to your body. You're not shifting your weight onto your wrist. No, we're shifting our weight back toward our heels and just giving a gentle stretch to our wrists. And rock from side to side. Your neck is out from your shoulders, reaching upward with the crown of your head. Gently stretching your wrists. Great job. Okay, roll them back. Now we're going to lie down on your back. There's an exercise that's called open book. You might have heard about it. I'm going to lie down. Place your knees to the side, one on top of the other, roughly at about 90-degree angle. Now I want you to feel when you're lying down as if your sit bone reaches across the room. Kind of just create that sensation as if it's reaching away from your rib cage and lengthening toward that wall. You might even want to place your hand and kind of pull the lower back area, your pelvis, away from your rib cage. We want to create and keep that length. Left arm under your head. I'm going to reach forward and rotate our rib cage slightly. Let me just maybe put down my mic so that it doesn't make noise. Okay, and we are going to reach forward while turning your rib cage toward the floor. Elongate your arm from your shoulder. And let's keep it here. Let's breathe into the side of your rib cage, into your upper back. A deep breath in and out. In and out. Last one. And out. Awesome. Now we're lifting the hand off the floor so that it's parallel to the floor. Mentally, think about the area, the outer edge of your hand, your pinky, your ring finger, and with that area, lengthen it away from your elbow. Lengthening, breathing in, and now we're going to open up, rotate our rib cage, keeping one shoulder blade on the floor and the other one is approaching the floor. And rotate to the starting position. Reach with your pinky and your ring finger. Reach forward and open up to the side. Keep lengthening the arm, looking back, following your hand with your eyes. I'm not placing this hand onto the floor. I'm keeping it parallel to the floor and lengthening it away from my body. And two more. Pause here. Inhale into your back. Reach out with your pinky. Exhale. Inhale and open. Long arm, feeling the stretch all across your chest. And close. And last one. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, inhale, and rotate. Slowly return to the starting position. Awesome. Now we're going to switch sides. Now my right hand goes under my head. So now I should probably switch my position. You're staying wherever you are. Okay. Bring your knees at a 90-degree angle. Again, lengthen your arm away from your shoulder blade. Rotate your rib cage toward the floor. Place your hand on the floor just slightly, so that your fingertips are touching the floor. And let's breathe here for a bit. Inhale into your upper back, the side of your upper back, and exhale. Inhale. Feel your rib cage expanding, increasing the space in between your ribs. One more. Great job. Now we're going to lift our hand off the floor and keep your arm parallel to the floor. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale. And when you're breathing in, open it up, rotate your rib cage. Your knees are staying together. They're not moving away from each other. And lower your arm as low as you can without placing it on the floor, but keeping parallel and lengthening it away from your chest, away from your shoulder. Return to the starting position. Lengthen through your pinky and the outer edge of your hand. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and open. Knees together. Slow, controlled rotation of your rib cage. Eyes are following your moving arm. Exhale. Again, rotate your rib cage a bit closer to the floor. Lengthen that arm away with your breath in. Exhale. Inhale and open it. Strong, long arm. Feel a nice spiraling motion in your entire torso. Lengthen that hand away through your pinky. Exhale. Inhale again and open. You can pause in any position you'd like. If you'd like to pause for longer, pause and breathe. And lower it down. Great job. Now we'll push our body into an upward position. And we'll stand on our knees. There's just a slight space in between, like maybe a fist width distance apart. We are going to keep our spine straight and move our pelvis backwards in a way that our sit bones again spread from each other. They lengthen from each other. So we're opening up. You might even want to place your hands, find your sit bones, and when you push your pelvis back, you might want to even push them apart so that you feel. We're going to place our hands behind your head. Inhale, pushing those hips back and feeling your sit bones moving away from each other. Your spine is straight. Your head is in line with your upper back. Next, we're going to press the shins and the top of your feet into the floor and tuck your tailbone under and extend your torso, pulling that pubic bone toward your rib cage, reaching up with your breastbone. Inhale, sit bones away from each other, spine nice and long. Press those feet and shins into the floor, tug the tailbone under, and lift it up. Your head, your chin is the last part to go up. Again, inhale, sit bones away, open them up, spread them apart, press the shins and your feet, and slowly lift yourself up. Inhale, press, tuck tailbone under, and exhale, coming all the way up into extended position. Make sure you open up the front thigh area fully so that you don't leave your pelvis flexed even tiny bit. You want to extend the front thigh area. You want to pull that pubic bone towards your rib cage and feel lift your breastbone lifting. 2 more times. Open up the sit bones, press into the mat, and coming up into a long, long upright position. And last one. Press and come up. Front thigh open, pubic bone open, your breastbone as if it's suspended from the ceiling. Awesome. Great job. Now let's sit down, a bit wiggle from side to side to give a stretch to those shins. Great job. Now, place your toes closer to each other and spread your knees just a bit apart, okay? We'll move into a child's pose. Walk your hands forward about the width of your mat. Push the floor away with your hands. Move the pelvis back. And again, feel the way your sit bones spreading away from each other. And now pull the mat towards your body. Tuck the tailbone under. And come up. And one more. Push the floor away. Sit bones stretching away from each other. Pull the floor with your hands towards your body. Tuck the tailbone under and come to the straight spine position. Now push the floor away and we'll stay right here. Your right hand is staying straight, extended ahead of you. Your left goes to the side. Relax your belly. And now, next thing we're doing is bringing this shoulder, like rotating it inward and toward the floor. Your arm is nice and long. You're staying within your comfortable range of motion. So you're rotating your arm inward, the upper arm, and placing your shoulder onto the floor. One more time. Awesome. Now we're going to bring that arm into the space between your opposite knee and arm and lengthen it away. Feel a nice stretch in your delts area, your shoulder area. Lengthen the long arm forward, and your upper arm that's across your body, it's about at the level of your collarbone. Keep breathing, feeling a nice stretch. If you want to lift your pelvis and move your torso forward a bit to increase the stretch. If not, if you're comfortable where you are, stay right here and breathe. Relax your belly, relax your glutes, and slowly take it out, and we'll switch sides. So now we're going into, again, we're staying in the same child's pose. This time the left arm is in front, nice and long. Your shoulder blade is down along your spine, drawn down. The right arm to the side, also long. Going to rotate our upper arm inward and bring that shoulder toward the floor. And return to the starting position. Rotate it inward and out. In and out. And one more. Awesome. Now lift your chest and take your hand in between that space and slowly lower your chest onto your upper arm. Feel the stretch in your shoulder. Breathing in and out. Your collarbone is placed on top of your upper arm. If you want, you can lift your hips and move your torso slightly forward to feel a different kind of a stretch, or move it back, or you can switch in between these two positions to make it a dynamic stretch. Very gently. Your neck is relaxed. There's no strain in your neck whatsoever. Last breath in and out. Awesome. Carefully take that arm out. We are going to exhale. Rotate your upper arms inward so that the palms of your hands face from each other. Round your upper back. Push the area in between your shoulder blades out. And rotate your arms outward, lengthening your spine and bringing the thumbs of your hands together. See if you can do it. And lengthen even more. We're not arching our lower back. We're not arching in the back area. We're lengthening our spine upward. Your breastbone suspended. Okay, thumbs together, lengthen. And again, lower it down. Round, rotate your arms inward. Round that upper back, stretch it out, create space in between your vertebrae. Breathe here for a bit and rotate outward and lengthen it up. Bring your thumbs together, shoulders should be down. Lengthen your body, lengthen your spine. Extend it upward and lower it down. Awesome. Just roll your shoulders. If there's any tension left, release it in your neck, in your shoulders. Place your right hand to the outside of your left knee and give yourself a gentle twist. And switch sides. Nice and long spine, extending upward. And back to center. Your right hand onto the opposite shoulder. Your left hand, give yourself a tight hug. Thank you so much.